BERT has been dreaming of Scottish independence for as long as he can remember. He regards the English establishment as imperialists who stamped all over Scotland, just as they did the colonies. The fact that the independence campaign narrowly lost the referendum 6 years ago doesn't matter to him, because he believes his day will still come.
The yes people who are still there, they're still as strong as they were. The people that were marching, the people that march in marches in Glasgow and Edinburgh and all over, they're still, they haven't given it up, but, and they won't.
BERT lives in Dundee, the heartland of independence. Support for leaving the UK and going it alone polls around 65% here. Now it's going in that direction everywhere else as well. Trust in the Scottish First Minister, Nicola, has rocketed since she appeared to be in control of the virus response in Edinburgh, while the government in London is widely regarded as chaotic and incompetent. Add to that the outright hostility in Scotland to Brexit, and you get a lot of good news for Scottish nationalists.
They have obviously recognised that the UK government have been so inept in their handling that I think it has persuaded a lot of people who perhaps were not supporters of independence that we can actually manage our own affairs better. And I think when you look at how Nicola and the Scottish Government have handled the pandemic, it's a big contrast to Boris Johnson and the UK Government.
The question increasingly being asked here is how big a lead do the nationalists have to have before it becomes impossible for London to refuse another referendum on independence? The extraordinary collision of the pandemic response and Brexit have combined to put support for Scottish independence across the country at around 54%, and there's not even any independence campaigning going on. The view among Scottish nationalists is that the government in London is doing a very good job on their behalf. If they haven't given up on another referendum, they haven't given up on blocking Brexit for Scotland either. Next week, we'll see the launch of a new campaign here to keep Scotland in Europe.
Just a few months ago, it was unconscionable for the UK to leave without a deal. Now, the Tory government seems to be talking that up. We can't have that, actually. Scotland hasn't voted for it. Scotland is firmly a pro-EU country. And so, yes, we should be campaigning hard to ensure that we're back in Europe.
The Scottish Government has refused to rule out closing its borders with England if it eliminates the virus, but England doesn't. There's a power struggle going on. At the moment, Scotland is gaining the upper hand. Laurence, Al Jazeera in Scotland.